you thieving bastards. Dude, we have so much fucking real estate to cover, dude. We are all over the fucking place. I want to talk about that ninja movie I saw last night, okay? Because as a student of the humanities, okay, that's what I went to college for. That's what I studied. That's what I'm interested in. You guys that don't know, humanities is the study of all things that are human, things that only human beings do. There's 5 major ones: architecture, mathematics, art, music, and I'm forgetting the other one. I'll remember it, but I mean, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's the things that human beings do, and we can look at all of those things at certain periods of time, and they tell us exactly how people felt and what they were going through at the time. All over the world. It's remarkable. And it's categorized too. You have the Age of Reason, the Golden Age, the Renaissance, postmodernism. Every fucking thing has a theme. All human beings were thinking the same way. New ideas were opened up, and it reflects how people felt at the time. Like, for instance, the Renaissance was the idea that what you see and think as the end, the horizon, the vanishing point, you know, that when the road, that no artwork ever did this until the Renaissance, the road that goes like that into a vanishing point in the distance, that concept had never been done before, and it opened the world's mind. It showed you how people were thinking, that they opened up their mind to the idea of infinity, okay? And mathematics at the same time developed the idea of zero and negative numbers, and the equations working out no matter which way you do them, from front to back, back to front. And that expresses an idea of how people felt at the time. It's a study of it, the humanities. And so that being in mind, my mind working like that, that ninja movie I saw last night, I can't help but to think about it from the humanities and what that is saying about us as human beings at this point in time. And there's some deep shit in there, dude. It dealt with lung diseases, okay? It dealt with spirituality and the subconscious and conscious world. It dealt with good and evil. It dealt with man's desire and in the character. I want to break down this movie, man, because this is fucking trippy, dude. Same with King Kong. 2 global superpowers, boom, coming together. It was like deep fucking heavy shit, dude. But anyway, this ninja movie was incredible. I shouldn't even be starting with this. This is what I want to start with. We're going to go into that. I'm also going to talk about the contradictory aspects of the Bible. Some people say the Bible contradicts itself, and I can break that down to you and explain what they're talking about and how it's bullshit and it doesn't contradict itself, and get into the movie. So so I'm going to start with this. I was telling my kid, dude, because he wanted some candy cigarettes, and he was going, and I was like, dude, stop doing that. It's weird. It's creepy. It doesn't look right. And he's like, why? I'm like, when kids do adult things, it's creepy and weird. He's like, it's not creepy and weird like when I have the little hammer or the little handsaw and I'm like doing little tree trimming next to you, is it? And I'm like, yeah, no, that's true. It's not. I was like, okay, so then it's just adult things. It's like certain adult things. Certain, I guess, because like carpentry is an adult thing. I don't know. But I saw this little girl walking down the street with her mom, and she was a little girl, dude, like probably 9 or 10 years old, like maybe the same age as Alex. And she had a little baby doll, and it was like a super realistic looking baby doll. And I couldn't tell if it was real or fake. So that was fucking creepy as fuck. And then, like, as I saw it was a baby doll, I was like, but that's still creepy as fuck. And then I started thinking about it, and it's like, well, why, El Joe? Why is that creepy? I mean, like, obviously it's creepy as fuck to sexualize a child. And, like carrying around a little baby, and like that is the end game, childbirth being the end game of human sexuality. You can't help but to tie the two together and like, kind of be creeped out and weird. And it was like, that's why. And yeah, I would rather, I was like, well, Eljo, so you're saying you don't want little kids to play with baby dolls? They're just acting out, what's their adult uh, part in life. And I'm like, yeah. And to me, that's creepy. That kid carrying that baby doll is creepy because I look at all kids as like my children. And I would not want my daughter, I would rather see my daughter carrying a fucking handful of law books down the street than a fucking baby. Because I mean, what that's saying to me is that that's your role and you're playing, you're fantasizing, you're role playing this a life role. And that's not a life role. That should be, childbirth should be a faction of your life. It should be a small portion of your life and experience that people go through. Women a little more than men because they're a little more tied to it intimately. It comes from them. It's on them for the nurture and a lot of the responsibility. But it is both of us, male and female, and we go through this experience as an experience. Your life doesn't have to revolve around it. I will want to teach my daughter that too, because I mean, otherwise I'm thinking like, it's like saying it's okay for this little girl to get pregnant by some dude, have his baby, keep a house, pick up after all their shit all day long, like a magic fucking fairy, right? Am I right, dude? Where nobody, you have to like get pissed and like say, it's not a magic fucking fairy, like, because there is absolutely no like thank you or no, I mean, that's just the truth. So, big thank you and acknowledgement, at least to all parents out there, especially mothers. But I was just saying, dude, like, yeah, that is not what I want for my daughter. I would rather see her. No, I get it, dude. It's not like fun or, to play out like little lawyer. It's easy and simple to play out the baby doll. So I don't know, just a weird thing. I was just weird, crazy. What's crazy is, yeah, that was a page turn. Oh, dude, guess what? Chicken butt. That was a page turning, dude, because I actually write this shit down, which is the funniest and weirdest part of it all. It's like that you write this fucking bullshit down. Hey, somebody said, dude, you got that bell thing down. I'm like, yeah, because I've been doing it since I was fucking 5 years old. Right? Tourette's doesn't have to be a bad thing. There's a lot of good shit that can come out of it. Just ask Robin Williams before he hung himself. Hey, $100 Supreme beanie. Okay, I had a $100 Supreme beanie, dude. My son had it. And we were at the swap meet. This is a swap meet. There's like 10 swap meets, 100 swap meets that happen all over fucking Tijuana. But for some reason, fucking Eljo has to go to fucking Eljo Mistletoe, which I put that on there because there's another Eljo Leyenda, and it's very, and I'm like, hey man, if people search and find, and like you can't just click on the shit anymore, so people have to actually go looking for it, you better make it a little easier and a little more discerning. So that's what that's all about, right? Mistletoe, but spelled like a missile, like, see, the humanities, dude, the shit that's going on, man, in your life, right? It's crazy. But so look, dude. So my son dropped, I said, hey, I'm going to be in there. He's looking at toys and shit. I said, I'm going to be in there in that fucking covered wagon that's serving gorditas, and I'm going to be eating a fucking sloppy wet gordita. So come hit me up, dude, when it's time. And so, like, I'm in there, and oh yeah, that's right. No, it wasn't a fucking slot. It was a fresh bowl of cow's asshole and fucking peppered gizzards. And right, that's like, I'm sitting down for a fucking fresh bowl of cow asshole and peppered gizzards. And fucking, right, Bucko comes in, and he's like, oh, hey, Dad, what's up? And I'm like, yeah, hey, I got you this. And I'll sit down and eat. And then he's like, oh, shit. I'm like, what? He's like, I lost the Supreme beanie. I was like, oh, fuck, no way, dude. I knew that was going to happen eventually. Like, I've had it for years. We eat. We get done eating, bullshitting, whoopie woo, walking through the SWAT meet. 20 minutes later, half hour later, totally far away from where this fucking gordita cart is, there's a Supreme beanie on the ground. Luckily, it was inside out, and it looked like just a frumped up piece of fucking shit article of clothing that somebody left on the floor. Would you pick it up, dude? In a pandemic? Like at a SWAT meet that's connected to the fucking touches the Coahuila, dude? Like, ew! Coahuila toucher. It happens, dude. Hey, I live 9 fucking miles away from the Coahuila, dude. Just so you know. But yeah, dude. Found the meaning. Like, would you pick it up during a pandemic? Anything? I don't know if it was Louis Vuitton, but like, I don't know, dude. I mean, not no motherfucking fucked up ass area. But here's the reason I like that swap meet. Because it is in the area where the municipal crack house is, the fuck, you know what I mean? The city, the government fucking trap houses are, and everything's kept there for a reason, dude. And I see why, because when the federal government comes, like for the migrant crisis and shit, you don't want fucking bullshit. Because, dude, gambling and like a lot of the shit is not legal in the rest of Mexico. Gambling for sure. They just the president of TJ who started the casinos made it legal. If that was like the premise he ran on for mayor, was like, oh, I want a fucking slot machine in every house. And that did happen. You couldn't come into a place that didn't have one by the front door. And they removed a lot of them, dude, when the migrant crisis happened 2 years ago, because the federal government came, just like in the US when the feds were shutting down the pot shops. It's the same thing. They're like, this is not legal federally. Fuck out of here, dude. Because they're federal agents, right? So anyway, what the fuck were you talking about, dude? What? I can't believe you write this shit down. I want to go into my Game of Thrones and stuff and all that, but you better do the movie before the memory runs out. So check it out, dude. Steven Seagal, what the fuck? What the fuck is his deal, dude? You look weird as fuck, for one. What? You look like a fucking bloated Fu Manchu, dude. Just weird. I'm just saying, dude. Okay? Let's go into this movie, dude. So this ninja movie and the humanities. Okay? And then we'll get to the other shit. If it runs out, I'll do a number 2. Okay? First of all, the plot of this movie. Oh, God. I keep forgetting. It's called Something Train. And I keep forgetting. I got to put that in the titles. I'm like, I want to say Goshen Train, but it's not that, dude. Anyway, it's about this train, dude. It's a spirituality thing. And all these people, the demon slayers, are famous samurais that slay these demons, these weird demons that come up, and it'll be like the one of gluttony. It's all like fat and shit. And they like trap people. It's fucking cool. It's a whole thing. I'm not really into it. I'm more a Naruto guy. But I was like, dude, there's ninja shit, mainstream ninja movie, okay, in Japanese, okay, which, by the way, dude, when it starts off, I forgot. It said subtitles. I'm like, oh, cool. It's in English. Like, most movies are from America, so they show them in their original form with Spanish subtitles. So it says Spanish subtitles. Like, oh, okay, cool. It's in English. No, it's from Japan. It was in Japanese with Spanish subtitles, dude. So that's like even awesomer, because you get to hear the language and see it. And the words that you already know are pronounced nothing. Even arigato. They say it so fast. And so, arigato. I can't even do it, dude. It doesn't sound anything like the way we say it, dude. It's very hard to discern. So that's cool. And then plus, when something's foreign, especially from China or Japan, especially when you're into martial arts, you just learn to like, it just triggers something in you, dude. When you see those letters, and there are no English letters. It's completely made somewhere else the way they do it. And it's obvious from the fucking beginning credits, dude, like just like in the old martial arts movies, how they show that the fucking symbol and it kind of like blurs out, like, you know what I mean? It was like that, dude. And it was like, oh shit. And so the plot of this movie is this famous ninja. His assignment is to get on this train and make sure that it gets to its destination by sunrise. And all the souls on the train, there's a battle for the souls, dude. And the fucking evil demons are gonna come and they're not gonna give up, dude. And it's gonna be their baddest and most difficult. And so then there's these three kids that also look up to the main character, that guy with the flaming hair, and they get on the train. Like, because they know, they see, oh, that's him, dude. Maybe we can get in and get to meet him. And they all had tickets. They almost missed the train. I thought they were sneaking on the train, but they had tickets. They almost missed the train. So anyway, when they meet the samurai and they explain how they're big fans and all this stuff, and he explains to them, like, everybody on this train is going to die tonight. I have accepted my fate and my role as protector of humanity. And then they're like all start like crying and shit. But they reveal the plot in the beginning. And so these demons come, dude, and all the humans on the train have bags under their eyes, and they're very tired, and everybody's got problems. And the first one or the main demon that comes, he believes he's like the dreamer. That's what his deal is, dreams and fantasies and shit. And he believes he can catch everybody's soul by using their deepest desires and fantasies to distract them. And then I will control other human beings, especially, he's explaining all this, he's breaking down. He's like, especially I love children because they're so influential and they're so easy. And he finds these like kids and he tells them, look, everybody on here is going to die. But if you help me kill all these people, I will give you and they're all going to go into a permanent nightmare. That's his deal, dude. He wants to get your souls into a permanent nightmare. I will give you guys your fucking dream come true, that you get to live forever. And they're like, okay, right? And they all have their problems. They're all going to die anyway. One of them's got tuberculosis real bad, which is deep, dude. You know what I mean? That's like the shit we're going through today, dude. Serious lung infections and issues. So they're on this train, dude. And the kids, first they make everybody go into a deep sleep, even the samurai and his apprentices. And these kids go and they tie them with these spiritual ropes. The guy, the dream master tells them, go tie everybody up with these magic ropes. And these ropes are going to keep them bound in the dream where they can't wake up. And you guys I'm going to send you into their dream and you have to find their soul. And when you find their soul, it's a glowing little ball in the middle of their dreams. You stab it with the fucking ice pick, kill their soul, and that's it. And then they belong to me forever in a fucking nightmare. That's heavy shit, dude. That's so fucking deep, dude. Think about that for a minute. And so each samurai, they go into each one of their dreams. And it's so funny because like one of them is like the three kids. There's like one that's really smart and, you know, does everything in perfect form and remember your breathing. And then, you know, there's the other ones, like a lot of leadership skills, very family oriented. His dad was a samurai and his whole family got slaughtered by an enemy samurai when he was a kid. So he misses his family real bad. And then the other one, he wears that like pig, that pig hat, dude. And fucking, he's just a wild man like Alex. He's exactly like Alex, dude. Like as soon as he gets on the train, he's just like, whoa, yeah, train window. Look, it's a train window. Oh my God, I never seen a train window. He makes like this big deal, dude, about the train window. And like the beginning of the movie, he's just in this window. They like flash over, like see what he's doing. He's still in the window, like out the thing, all, yeah. It's just hilarious, dude. It's just like Alex, right? So he's the, the manifestation of these, these special